Welcome to This Explainer. Look, today we're pulling back the curtain on the real estate market. I'm going to let you in on exactly why that shiny digital home value sitting on your favorite app, yeah, it's not a check you can actually take to the bank.
See, there's this massive gap in how we view property right now. On one hand, you've got this illusion, really, of an instantaneous algorithmic estimate, just a digital projection. But on the other hand, you have the grounded reality of a bankable appraisal, your actual actionable equity. And honestly, in today's market, understanding the gap between those two numbers, that is literally everything. So to really get this gap, we've got to look at the technological marvel operating behind the scenes. Because that digital estimate, it is not just some basic spreadsheet anymore. It's a highly complex neural network. We're talking about a system that's constantly digesting hundreds of real-time data points in the absolute blink of an eye. I mean, get this, through computer vision, it literally sees those Italian marble countertops in your listing photos. It recognizes your custom vaulted ceilings. It runs climate risk algorithms, and it pulls real-time buyer demand right out of the app's ecosystem. It's incredibly sophisticated stuff. But, and here is the industry secret, it is still ultimately just an algorithm. And this is where the algorithm's blind spots become glaringly obvious. There is a massive, massive jump in the error rate the very moment a home is not actively listed for sale. For on-market homes, ones with active pricing signals, the error rate is actually a pretty sharp 1.9%. But for off-market homes just sitting there, the error rate skyrockets to 7.2%. Let's talk about what that percentage actually means to your wallet. Because on a $500,000 home, a 7.2% off-market error rate, that translates to a massive $36,000 swing. Just let that sink in for a second. 36 grand. That is literally the difference between paying for a fully renovated kitchen and funding an entire year of college tuition. Which brings us to a truth that every top-tier broker knows. Look, despite all that fancy computer vision and climate data we just talked about, these neural networks suffer from one fatal flaw. They are completely, totally vibe blind. They simply cannot process the physical, emotional, or sensory realities of actually walking through a front door. Think about the things the algorithm just entirely misses. It can't smell 3 decades of heavy smoking baked into the living room drywall, right? It doesn't feel the subtle, rattling vibrations from that 5 o'clock light rail passing right behind your backyard fence. And I guarantee it definitely isn't attending the local town hall meetings about upcoming school board boundary redrawings. These are the human elements, the real-world factors that instantly make one side of the street 10% more valuable than the exact same floor plan on the other side. So how should you actually be using this tech? Well, think of the digital estimate as a thermometer. It's a fantastic, quick tool for checking the general temperature and the demand trends of a neighborhood. But a human real estate professional armed with a comparative market analysis, now that is your hyper-local, highly accurate weather forecast. So here are your strategic next steps, especially in a market where human competition is driving prices way faster than a computer can predict. Number 1, claim your home on the platform and update your facts. Seriously, feed the AI the data about that new roof or those energy-efficient windows. Number 2, treat the digital estimate strictly as a baseline trend tool. Never treat it as a final valuation. And number 3, get a professional comparative market analysis for the absolute final word. I want to leave you with this final thought as we wrap up this explainer. Are you going to keep letting a vibe-blind algorithm dictate your net worth? Or are you tired of guessing and finally ready to uncover your true, actionable equity with real human expertise? Listen, the digital mirror only shows part of the reflection. It's time to see the whole picture.